Blake Snell went 8 innings in NLCS Game 1, a bit of a departure from Dave Roberts' typical bullpen-heavy approach that he's employed in previous years. But even with this being considered, there were some fans that, especially after seeing their near 9th inning collapse, stated they thought that Snell, who was at 103 pitches, should have come back out for the 9th. I certainly wasn't one of them, as 103 pitches is certainly a lot. But I understood the sentiment, and I guess Dave did too, as that's exactly what he allowed Yoshinobu Yamamoto to accomplish one game later, helping the Japanese righty to achieve a feat that was so old school in nature it hadn't been reached in over 70 years. After Freddie Peralta retired the Dodgers in the top of the first, Yoshi came out on the mound looking to help his team get out to a commanding 2-0 lead. But this goal would take an immediate hampering when Jackson Chourio led off with a first pitch home run on a fastball low and inside, drilled out to the right center field gap impressively at 106 miles an hour, giving the Brew Crew an immediate shot of energy. After Yamamoto retired the next 3 batters, the Dodgers came out and nearly immediately tied things up, with Teoscar Hernandez continuing his postseason seesaw act that saw him be a villain yesterday for his buffoonery on the bases, and a hero in this game with a big homer. 3 batters later, Andy Pages would crush a 2-out double, giving LA their first lead of the night, one they would not relinquish. From here, things turned into a pitcher's duel, as for the next 4 innings, neither Peralta or Yoshi would concede a run, with no more than 1 base runner reaching for either squad. This takes us to the 6th, where, after a very nice play from Caleb Durbin, who nabbed Will Smith on a grounder down the third base line, Max Muncy got a little redemption for yesterday's home run robbery, this time managing to carry center fielder Sal Frelick's glove by inches, extending his team's cushion to 2. Another routine bottom of the 6th, with Yoshinobu getting 3 straight field outs, was followed by another run being pushed across, this one on a single from Shohei. Then, in the 8th, it was the same story, an RBI knock off the bat of Tommy Edman. In this time, Yamamoto kept shoving, retiring Milwaukee's batters without seemingly any issue, taking us to the bottom of the 9th with him having thrown just 97 pitches. Still, this was around what Snell had tossed the night before, so it seemed unlikely Dave was going to give him a chance to close it out. But, in a surprise twist, he did just that, and his hurler delivered, eventually striking out Andrew Vaughn on a nasty splitter to end it, making him the first pitcher to throw a complete game in the playoffs since Justin Verlander in 2017. But, to me, what was even more impressive was what was pointed out by Sarah Langs on Twitter, as he had become the first player to allow a leadoff home run and then still bounce back to throw 9 full innings since Johnny Antonelli in 1954. That degree of mental resilience, to give up the worst possible kind of hit to lead off one of the biggest games of the year, only to lock back in enough to completely save your team's bullpen, is just absolutely nuts to me, and, as it turns out, downright historically rare in the extreme. Alright everybody, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching, and if you did, consider checking out any of these other videos on your screen right now for other content just like this. Also, if you ever see anything you'd like to see me detail in the video, feel free to reach out to my email, basebpoet@gmail.com, and if I end up using your idea, I'll give you a shout out. Thanks for watching, have a great rest of your day.